Good morning, everyone. So I think winter's finally trying to get here. It is 23 degrees, feels like 17 in the middle of November. Usually we are not this cold this early. We have had seasonably cooler temperatures. Probably heard in a lot of my other videos that we've had kind of a weird year. So I'm getting ready to do the barn chores. I have a pitcher of hot water to soak my old mare's feed in. My old horse is having a little trouble with eating her pelleted feed, so soaking her feed will help her. So we're gonna get on that, and the kids should be out here. They're getting dressed to help me get this done so we can get back inside because it is cold. If I want to get anything done, I have to feed Mr. Fish first, because he will trip me and get under my feet every which way until I give him his breakfast. So our first thing is to feed Mr. Fish and his two friends. And actually only one is here this morning. That's Snowy. Tiger will probably be along in a minute. Not really sure why, but my ducks have decided to eat the hay. I've never seen them decide to jump up on top of the wheelbarrow like that and just start playing and eating in the hay. What are you doing? They probably go in and do it in the hay, in the stack of hay in the barn, I imagine. What are you guys doing? All right, I gotta get everybody else fed. Okay, so I use a senior horse feed. It's formulated for older horses. So it mostly has forage in it. So grasses and everything that have been compressed and, made into a pellet form. So that way it ensures your older horse who can't chew grasses and hays effectively gets the fiber and nutrition that they need. And then I also add alfalfa pellets to it for her. And then, and horses have teeth that are what's called hypsodontal. So that means that they grow, they have baby teeth, and then once the baby teeth, adult teeth come in, those teeth continue to grow up and out until at a certain age they expire and there's no tooth. Unlike us, our adult teeth come in, once they fully come up, that's it. They wear down, you're done. And horses' teeth wear, so we do have to use, the horse once a year, they have a dental appointment, and they're not getting their teeth flossed and shined up. They actually will file the teeth to even them out if they're uneven, to prevent them from cutting their lips or their cheeks or their gums, and allowing the jaw to move as it needs to in order for them to effectively chew. Now, Star is right around 30, maybe a little bit older. So she's got quite a few teeth that have expired. They're no longer there, which makes it a little bit harder for her to chew things. She's still able to eat her hay okay. She'll wad some of it up and spit it out, but that's why she gets this, because this makes sure that she gets what she needs to maintain her weight and maintain her nutrition. But she's having a little bit of trouble with this. About 2 months ago, I noticed that she was kind of choking a little bit when she was eating it. And horses can still breathe when they choke. It's interesting. Horses can't burp or throw up, but they can still breathe if they're starting to choke. It wasn't a serious choke, but it was enough to make me aware that something was going on and that we needed to address it. So I discussed it with the vet, and the vet recommended that we start soaking her feed. So usually I just get water out of the spigot. This morning, with it being this cold, we're going to use hot water because, one, it will soak it soak it up faster. And that'll just make things easier for us out here. So what I do is I just go ahead and throw that water on there. And then I'm just going to let this sit while I go feed the chickens. Okay, so it's the next morning. And it is cold. It's 20 degrees out right now. We had a really, really hard frost. The ground is really starting to get frozen. So we have had a couple of really cold mornings and getting some hard freezes. But I'm trying to get barn chores done. I have to go take the chicken waters in and defrost them because I forgot to bring them in last night. But I wanted to show you guys what we picked up last night. Okay, so we had a really busy day yesterday, so I'll show you part of what we had going on. I was gonna say, you can pass me. Good boy, Ollie. And then the other part is in here. So this is a young lamb. I believe it's a Katahdin, and this is going to be one that we're going to process. So we don't have any red meat in our freezer at all. So I have got to get some red meat in the freezer, and I have not had any luck when I've been out deer hunting. And a friend who runs a very large goat / sheep farm said he had some lambs that were ready for processing, and if I was interested, I was more than he was more than happy to give me a good price on one. So we picked this one up. It'll be here for a few days, and then we'll be taking it to my parents' house, and I will be processing it. So I get to learn how to do that. So that will be a very educational process. But just wanted to show you guys that we are hopefully, and I'm not going to show I don't think I'm going to show the processing, but I will show you guys the cuts that we get afterwards. Is it cold?
Yeah.
Is it cold? Tiny Tim says it's cold too.
My feet are cold.
Your feet are cold.
Yeah, because I had to break up the ice so the ducks had something to drink.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was breaking up the
we
ice.
have a heated water. That's the next thing we got to do today when it warms up a little bit. We're going to come out. I got to plug in the horse heater And then I have a heated dog bowl, electric, that we can plug into.
Yes.
And that's going to be for the ducks for the winter. So they always have access to water.
Yeah, because I was doing what Doug said.
Yeah.
Always make sure if you have something like a pond,
Yeah. They have
you
a
need
way to
make
get to it.
Sure, you break up a piece because they might, by Tiny Tim, they might try to walk across the ice and then they can fall in
Yep. You're right.
to find water. So,
Yeah. So we got to
That's
get
why I
that
was
done
breaking
when it
that
warms up. Did you guys check the ice on the goat water too?
yeah.
You did? You broke it, so it's good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to also have to
And the
look.
horse water,
All right.
horse
When we
water,
come back out later, we're going to look for, see where the rest of our black rubber pans are, because we're going to have to get ready to change the chickens over to black rubber pans for water versus the gravity fed.
Because what happens is the gravity fed, all the water freezes, and then we gotta go take
Take
them
it in the
inside,
house and put it in hot water.
hot water, and that just takes forever. So sometime, usually during the winter, we switch it over to feed pans.
The
'cause
black
then-
rubber ones.
Yeah, so you can just pour it in there, and if it gets frozen up, all you gotta do is find a stick or something.
You can break it or dump it out or add hot water to it, and it's a lot easier. Yes.